Hello and welcome back to Stronger Than PCOS, where we overcome our PCOS one positive thought at a time. If you are new here, what's up? My name's Hannah, and this channel is all about overcoming your PCOS naturally and supporting each other in our PCOS journeys. So today's video is just an update, a TTC update. I haven't given one in a hot minute, so I figured I'd sit down and share with you all just an update of what's going on symptom-wise, supplement-wise, how I'm feeling mentally. So if you haven't checked out my the PCOS Secret Series videos, I will link them somewhere around here, the playlist, or down below, so you can just get up to date on what's going on, because some of this stuff you might be a bit confused. I'm just gonna get right into the supplements. I was really diligent about taking those supplements on a consistent basis and being really good for about 2 to 2.5 weeks, and then I went on vacation, or I went to see family for 2 weeks out of state, and I left on accident my herbs and supplements here. So for 2.5 weeks I didn't take them, and then when I got back from that, I just never really got back into the groove and the routine of taking them. So some of them I've been taking on and off, others I haven't taken at all, and some I've been really consistent with. And the ones that I've been really consistent with was still my prenatal, my vegan omega, my magnesium spray, and I've actually recently implemented a new supplement in, but I don't want to let you all know about it until I've tried it, until I see changes, or if I know that I really like it and that it's doing something for my body. So, and the other supplements, it's not that they weren't doing anything, but I'll get to the reason why I haven't really been taking them and being consistent with the other supplements I mentioned in my supplement video further into this video. Next, my physical changes I've been noticing is higher libido. Thank you God. It was just it was really non-existent ever since I had my son, and the fact that it's finally coming back and I feel like gradually just keeps increasing has been amazing. As far as other physical changes, my Fertility has become more and more apparent, which again, since having my son, it has just been non-existent. So ever since I started implementing these changes and cutting back on breastfeeding, I've really seen my body, my estrogen levels rising, because these are just indicators that it is. Also in the morning, my chest is filled with fluid and kind of swollen, not in a painful way, but I'm sure some of you experience this when you're ovulating or maybe on your period, that in the morning you wake up, your breasts are bigger, and mine have been doing that, and they aren't just full of milk, they're actually having fluid retention, which again just gives me another signal that my body is gearing up to start a cycle. Speaking of cycle, I still have not gotten mine, but I have been experiencing a lot of tinges and I don't want to say pains, but you know, like achiness down there where my uterus and my ovaries are. So I know something's going on. I know my body's gearing up and starting, I don't know, when I think of my body gearing up to get back on its cycle, and I had this vision when I was overcoming amenorrhea. I just see like lots of gears, almost like in a clock, like slowly starting to turn and finally all turning together. I don't know. Random thing. Probably didn't need to know that, but that's what's going on in here. Oh, I've had new hair growth. Again, another symptom of estrogen raising, and it's actually quite long. Like that is all new. I don't know if you can even tell, but yeah, that all new, just like came in over the past months of just implementing these changes. And really it all boils down to not breastfeeding as often, because that breastfeeding actually suppresses estrogen production. So no more night feeding for me. My son only eats 2 times a day, which was a 180 change compared to what he was before his second birthday, right before, even at his second birthday. So I'm just continuing to be patient And that kind of brings me to my next part of this video and next major update, which is where I'm at mentally. So starting this journey, me and my husband always kind of had an agreement that at age 2, we felt comfortable trying again, and that's when we would be comfortable financially and mentally to go ahead and add another baby to the family. And since having my son, about 4 months after we had him, we moved to a totally different state. And then 8 months after that, we moved to a completely different other state. No family here at all on our choice and wanting to do it. But those have been some major changes. And after finally moving here, where we're at now in Florida, about, I don't know how many months, 5 months into being, or less, living here, we ended up moving into a house from the apartment we started in, and something happened with that to where we had to move back into the apartment, and then finally we bought a house, which is where we are at now. So I feel like ever since I had my son, it's just been kind of like one change after the other, and not just like little changes, but major life changes that affect us as a family dynamic. It affects me and my mental health. It affects our routines. And so now that we've been in this house for, crazy enough, 6 months, I feel like I'm finally starting to get my groove back. Along with all these changes, right when I had my son, I remember hearing people be like, don't lose yourself. Like, you're gonna be full force mom mode and don't lose yourself. And I always kind of laughed at that, but it's so true. It's one day you're not a mom, the next day you are, and becoming a mom has completely enveloped every aspect of my life, as every mom goes through this. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I love being a mother. I love my son. I've really had so much fun on this journey of being a mom. But at the same time, I do feel I lost who I was completely before I had my son. And as of just the past few months, I finally feel like I'm finding my old self and joining it with being a mom. So I don't know if that'll make sense to any of you who aren't a mom yet, or because I did not expect any of it. I didn't understand any of it until I had my son. But the point is that I'm just finally feeling like myself again. I'm getting back into the passion, my hobbies and passions that I love. I'm finally finding this routine, and everything I feel like is finally setting down and becoming stable. And with that, I didn't realize this would pop up with this TTC journey, but it almost has made it to where I don't want to try as hard for this child. I don't know if I hope this is coming out correctly, because that just sounds, I don't know. It just sounds weird. But as I did with my son. So for my son, I was all in. It was supplements on it every single day. My lifestyle, everything matched up to be like, I created the absolute perfect condition to make a baby. Where I'm not saying that I'm not doing this with this time around, but I have come to the realization that with this time around, I don't really want to have to, like I said, try as hard. I just want to have fun. I'm really enjoying where I'm at right now, this time in my life. And if tomorrow God gifts me with another child, I will be so excited and ready. But at this time, I don't feel like I want to put like tons of effort into it, because I know with a new baby comes another big change. And I'm just enjoying this time in my life of feeling like I finally found myself and just harmony. That's the best way for me to describe it. So again, I hope you all are understanding what I'm trying to convey here, that I'm still going to be TTCing in the aspect of I'm not preventing pregnancy, but I'm not necessarily going to be trying like I was with my son. So we'll see how it pans out. But right now, that's just how I'm feeling. I'm still going to be giving updates on here. I'm still going to be letting you know what's going on and keeping you all in the loop. And maybe, who knows, maybe in a few months, if I might change, or I might be pregnant. Like, who knows? But at the same time, I did want to let you all know that that's where I'm at mentally, and that is what's going on. So we're just basically going with the flow here for now. If you watched this whole video, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me, sharing your journey in the comments. I really enjoy reading them all. I love connecting with you all. Hop over on Instagram at the.realhannahsue and send me a message. Let me know what you're going through. Share your story. Connect with me. I'd love to connect with you all over there. And be sure to like this video, give it a thumbs up if you are on your TTC journey, and subscribe if you're new here. I hope to see you in my next video. I love you all so incredibly much. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later.